The SUV's broadcast of the Hawks-Naismith Classic is brought to you by Serious Sports Medicine for serious athletes, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine, Kenneth S. Nugent PC, Attorneys at Law, CBA Sports, Sports Construction Specialists, StatRow, Youth Sports Highlights Whenever, Wherever, and the Atlanta Tip-Off Club.
Welcome you into the Hawks-Naismith Classic on SUV TV's Game Day Live, presented by CBA Sports. I'm Joel Hillsman, joined by Ryan Liaznak. Ryan, an outstanding event here, the Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic, the inaugural event. How do you feel about it going in with boys and girls?
Well, I love it. I love the fact that the Atlanta Hawks and the Naismith Award are covering high school basketball in the Atlanta area. But more importantly to me, as a longtime girls basketball coach, they're including the girls in this event, and that's just a testament to the girls' game in the Atlanta area and the commitment that the Hawks and the Naismith Award have to high school basketball in general.
A pretty successful high school coach, I must say, man. The newbie girls, I love those girls.
We had a good run. Had a lot of talented players that made me look probably a little smarter than I actually am. But that's what every coach should testify to when they have good ones.
Our opening matchup is Harrison and Lambert, and this Harrison team coming off a 6A runner-up appearance. They lost the Mays, but going up against Lambert 2015 Sweet 16 rematch. And Coach Linehan, of course, Sidney Wiggins no longer there, but they're off to a solid start, 7-1, and riding a 7-game win streak.
Yeah, their only loss to Norcross, a 63-50 loss in their opener on a neutral court. So we'll see. Like you said, Sidney Wiggins gone to Rice, playing for Tina Langley, who was a former assistant in Maryland. And she's been the go-to, for the last 4 years. And so Coach Linehan does a good job. He's gonna figure out who his go-to is, and he's gonna get the ball in that young lady's hands and let her go to work.
On the other side, the Lambert Lady Longhorns still continuing to build a program. 6-3, some respectable losses. One in there to Wesleyan, who's across the street. Coach Fisher and her squad, though, they've won 5 out of their last 6 coming into today's contest.
Yeah, they lost a 1-point game to North Forsyth on Friday, but then they bounced back against Marietta with a 3-point win. So I like to see a team that loses a tight one get in another matchup, a tight matchup like they were on Saturday against Marietta, and pull out a win. I think that helps the team's confidence moving into this matchup.
And not shying away from scheduling, they still have Pebblebrook and Northview later on down in the season. So, Coach Fisher, what do you think she's going to be able to do to match Coach Linehan, even though both teams still not all the way early, but midpoint maybe of the season just a little bit, while each tries to figure each other out? What do you expect from either side?
Well, Coach Fisher, she grew up under Coach Mike Allison. She played for him on the 95 state championship team, went to Georgia Tech, came back and coached for him, and then took that job at South Gwinnett before coming over to Lambert. One thing I've noticed since she's been at Lambert, she does a great job of switching up defenses. So today, I think in this matchup against Harrison, I think she's going to switch up defenses throughout, maybe coming out of timeouts or coming out of quarter changes to kind of catch Harrison off guard and see if they can't take that Harrison group who's been relying on Sidney Wiggins, the last 4 years, to see if she can make them stumble a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I know that Harrison's got the depth down inside, and we'll get into some of those players. That's presented by Ken S. Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law. One call, that's all. I don't know who Harrison's going to call on because, like you mentioned, Wiggins is not there. But then last year, a latter part of the season, she was out, and Jordan came in and played good. Jordan Archery played very well for them. But it is a committee, I guess you would say, for the Lady Hoyas.
Yeah, and we may think it's a committee. We may go in there and find out
that is true.
It is one person, but as we go into this matchup, we're looking at as committee, and makes it tougher to defend sometimes.
Yes.
When you got 4 or 5 kids that can score potentially and no one person, it makes it a little bit easier or a little more difficult to defend that. So, like I said, Lambert's going to have to be on their toes and see what they have to do to kind of stop whoever's hot for Harrison.
It is the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic right here at SUV TV's Game Day Live. When we come back, we'll discuss the final keys of the game and throw it off for tip-off right here on SUV TV. The Hawks-Naismith Classic and SUV TV's Game Day presented by CBA Sports. We're moments away from tip-off. Coach, early prediction here for Harrison and Lambert. Who do you think is going to come out with a victory?
I'm going to go with one of my old colleagues and go with Jamie Fisher and the Lambert Longhorns. Like you said, their 3 losses are 3 good losses. We hate any losses to be good losses. But I'm thinking that they're going to bounce back from that North Forsyth loss, big win over Marietta, and come out and get Harrison today.
I'm interested in seeing this one. I'm going to go with Harrison.
All right.
All
we'll
right.
see.
Well, it's time for the tip. Ned Cash, take it away.
Welcome to the inaugural Hawks-Naismith holiday on SUV TV. I'm Ned Case, and this is our first game of the weekend. It features the Harrison Lady Hoyas taking on the Lambert Lady Longhorns. And we're going to start inside with a quick 2 for Lambert. That's Jalea Green with a quick bucket there for the Longhorns. Green coming into this game, averaging almost 9 points. Gets on the board early here. See a zone look early out of the Longhorns. Pushed in transition, and nice defense there by Harrison, getting back on the defensive end. We're joined now by Coach, who you just saw in studio.
Good little start here. Good elbow jumper there by number 24.
So Harrison gets on the board. It's Audrey Jordan. Her first bucket of the game ties this one up, 2-2. Minutes passed here. Looks like Harrison's going to be patient and play for 1 shot. Coach, if you're playing for 1 shot here, when do you want to get into your set with about how much on the clock?
Well,
it's not going to matter now.
You'd like to say probably 8 seconds or so, but you'll take that wide open layup is what it turned into after it all.
That's one way to do it. Assist to Harper Vick. Willis with the layup there. And now Lambert will have a chance for the last shot. Edwards, long 3, no good. And that'll close out our first quarter with Harrison leading 23-16 here at the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic. We'll be back here on SUV TV right after this.
The SUV's broadcast of the Hawks-Naismith Classic is brought to you by Serious Sports Medicine for Serious Athletes, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine, Kenneth S. Nugent PC, Attorneys at Law, CBA Sports, Sports Construction Specialists, StatRow, Youth Sports Highlights Whenever, Wherever, and the Atlanta Tip-Off Club.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam Crenshaw reminding you about the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Tip-Off Classic. It comes your way December 21st through 23rd at Norcross High School. Here's what the coaches have to say.
When you put those 2 names in front of something, that it's going to be run first class. The level of competition is going to be very good. Crowds are going to be real good over here. So it's just really exciting for us to be in it and be able to play that first night in it right here. And so, and for me, an opportunity to come back and coach in this facility again is really special.
We're back here at the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic. I'm Ned Case alongside Ryan Lesniak, and Harrison turns the ball over on their first possession of this second quarter. Coach, what did you see out of Harrison there that helped them gain the lead heading into the second quarter?
I think they applied pressure. They applied pressure in the half court with the traps at first, and then they picked it up in that full court press, and I think that just kind of flustered the Lambert Longhorns a little bit.
And Harrison, good defense there, but it's going to stay with the Longhorns. Harrison team coming in today's game 7-2 on the season, 5-0 in Region 6A under head coach Steve Linehan in his 10th season, and forced turnover there. So this Hoyas defense continues to not let Lambert get comfortable. Nice ball fake, driving right-handed layup, and another chance for a three-point play. It's Woghiren.
I don't know if we have any information on where Woghiren's going, but she's going to play college basketball somewhere.
Absolutely, already with 10 points here early in this game. This is the third time she's been to the free throw line for an and-one opportunity.
Well, she played with a great one for the last 3 years with Sydney Wiggins, who went to Rice. So she knows what scoring the basketball in bunches looks like, and she's kind of, it looks like in this game, I can't speak for the whole season, she's kind of taking that role over.
Woghiren, a 5'7" senior. She's taking a couple shots from the outside, but getting most of her points inside through contact, tough buckets. Lambert looks to break the press successfully this time, and does. And they'll settle in their offense with Edwards. Now into the corner with Kanak inside. Good ball movement. Edwards for three. Short on that attempt. And it's going out of bounds, headed towards Harrison. Good inside-out action.
Yeah, Lambert's trying to, they had a size advantage down low with 52, Sydney chasing, and tried to feed it into her. She didn't have anything, wisely kicked it out. Wide open shot, that one just didn't fall this time.
So Lambert staying in their 2-3 zone. Ball's up top with Jordan, and that's going to be a travel. Couldn't quite corral the ball there. It was Willis.
Good rotation by Lambert there to cause the offensive player to get a little indecisive, cause the travel.
Edwards gets it out. Now a chance to break the press. 3-on-2 if they can take advantage, and they do. Nice layup by Chasen. Great bounce pass there by Alita.
That press has got to protect the middle. They didn't protect the middle, and then Lambert was off to the races.
Three from the top of the key, Audrey Jordan. Her second three of the game. Ball's on the ground and turned over, and I think that's going to be a foul on Lambert.
I know Coach Fisher knows this, and I know she teaches it. You cannot take the ball off the sideline right there. That sideline serves that third defender in that trap and makes it very tough to get out of.
Coach Jamie Fisher leading this Longhorns team to a 6-3 record on the year. Last year, a trip to the quarterfinals and a 26-3 record, but a 3 for the Hoyas. Willis is making this tough for this Lambert team right now. And I think we're going to have a block. Last two times, Lambert's created a little transition break in this press, kind of figuring it out.
Yeah, it's one thing to break it, then you got to get in the half court and you got to execute. You were talking about Coach Fisher winning 26 games last year. She knows what winning's all about. She was on the 95 state championship team over at South Gwinnett that went undefeated. And she coached for Gwinnett County legend Mike Allison, who won 400 games over at South Gwinnett before taking the helm at South Gwinnett. So Coach Fisher knows what it is to win.
And Jalea Green will get this ball inbounds, gets it up top, and turned over. Nice turnover forced there by Ward. Ward, nice move to the left hand, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Lambert. And Edwards smartly calms down.
See if they go back to the side pick and roll again.
Chasing with the ball up top, looks inside to Green. Green driving, and it's going to be another block.
That was really great defensive positioning right there. Thought she might have drawn the charge.
Call was on the senior Harper Vick. First one by Green, a little strong there off the back iron.
The lost art of the free throw, Ned.
They're free. Feel like they should always drop for you. Green second is good, so she takes advantage. 1 for 2 from the line.
The reverse announcer jinx there. We jinxed it in that time.
Hopefully we'll keep that up all day. So
looks, if you notice there, they start out in more of a 1-1-3 look. Just a different look. Let the second girl get the first pass. And then the first girl dropped down and got that steal, number 14, Summer Edwards.
Edwards has been controlling the ball most of the day, playing the point guard position.
Lambert definitely has the size advantage inside. We're going to see if they try to take advantage of that.
Nice job fronting by the Harrison defender, and looked like it was close to a good entry pass. Nice hustle there, but toes were on the line, and that'll be turned over by Harrison.
Yeah, that lob from the corner is always tough because, A, it's a tough pass to make. B, there should be help side defense there, but it's so tempting that basketball players often make that side lob from the corner.
And Chasen's been effective inside. She already has 8 points in this game.
There's that 1-1-3 again. Trap in the corner.
And heads up play there by Harrison to keep possession, but not where you want the ball against the zone. StatRow showcases youth sports highlights and gives a portion of its revenue back to teams. Visit statrow.com today to learn more about how your team can partner with StatRow. So Harper Vick settling this Harrison Hoyas offense, go inside of the paint. Nice look to the baseline, but couldn't be handled. Stolen by Lambert. Pasansky with the steal. So the ball with Summer Edwards. Edwards had 10 points and 10 rebounds earlier this year in a win against Grayson. So she can do a lot of things for this team. And ball fake there. Look inside. Good active hands there by Harrison. Now Green with it. Poked away, rolls to Edwards. She's going to step back for 3. In and out. Green, big rebound. Can't get that one to fall. Another big rebound for Green. Can't get it to fall, and Harrison's going to clear.
Have the size advantage, but you got to finish when you get those opportunities from 2 feet.
Green with 2 rebounds there. Couldn't put either one back. And Harrison's going to take a quick timeout. And while we have a moment, we want to let you at home know that Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine offers the specialized care to keep your superstar playing at the highest level. Find the locations nearest you at choa.org/sportsmed. So it looks like Lambert's kind of settled in against this press, having a little more success, not only breaking it, but then getting into their half-court offense.
Yeah, they've settled down a lot as the game's progressed. And now it's just you got to be able to settle down and overcome a 12-point deficit. And that's the difficult part. If Harrison keeps applying the pressure, even if they're settled down, can they score 12, 13 more points than Harrison moving forward?
Ball inbounded. It'll be handled by the point guard, Vick. Swings it over to the wing.
Brought 3 girls to the ball right there.
And turnover by Harrison. A little miscommunication there. Looked like Meredith Ward went to cut down. And her teammate thought she was going to stay up top.
Lambert was looking to trap a little bit there. Started scrambling a little bit. Caused Harrison a little confusion there.
So they get into Chasen now with Edwards. Edwards handling the ball nice through the pressure. Bounce pass to Chasen. Now they go inside to Green. Green to the right hand. Turn around and one. Nice finish, Jalea Green.
Like we said just a minute ago, if you're around the basket, you got to finish. And Jalea Green did there, and she's getting an and one opportunity if she can knock down this elusive free throw.
1 for 2 her last trip to the line. Looking to complete the three-point play here and cut this lead down to single digits. And she does.
Once again, the reverse announcer jinx.
So stop by Lambert, and a three-point play on the other end gets this down to 9 with just under 3 to go before the half. Skip pass across. Harrison being very patient. There's a skip, nice ball movement, and couldn't be handled. Second time, Harrison passed just out of reach of the teammate.
Well, once again, you see Lambert's trying to trap the sideline over there. You need 2 good passes out of that to make that an easy layup opportunity, and just miss that second pass.
So Edwards, the right hand, trying to get it inside to Green. Does. Green steps through, and we're going to get a jump ball call. It's about our 4th jump ball in this first half. Nice double there by Harrison. Looked like Green thought she was going to have an easy step through, and the second defender showed.
Help side came from the middle, just like they're in the position they're supposed to be in, and was able to tie things up.
Edwards coming off the pick for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Harrison.
No offense, number 35, but that's not who you want dribbling the basketball. You want your 5s just like she did to pick the ball up and find a guard.
Ward just looked a little too anxious to get that ball out of her hands after corralling her first rebound.
We got the trap coming on the sideline again.
And it's going to be a travel called. So this Lambert defense with their traps.
That's 3 straight turnovers for Harrison since Lambert started trapping the sideline.
Under 2 to go here in our second quarter. The lead is down inside, and it's going to be poked away. Staying with Lambert. Nice defense by Edith Gordon there on the inside.
I noticed one of the best assistants in the country, Gene Hill from NC State, is over there on the sideline today watching the game.
And there'll be a lot of high-end college coaches all weekend here watching some of the best teams in the state of Georgia. 3 no good. Rebound to Harrison.
Good decision there to pull it out and set up offense. Let's see if they can go a possession without turning it over, get a shot on the basket.
And Colette Smith in the game for the first time. Just grabbed a rebound, now kicks it out for 3. No good. Nice rebound by Green. By my count, that's Green's 6th rebound in this half. Nice move and a bigger block on the other end. Green with the follow and finish.
I love the fundamentals there by Pazanski there as she caught the ball and was able to rip to her left without traveling. Got her shot blocked, but fortunately they were able to knock down that 8-footer.
3 by Smith, very short. And it'll go to Lambert, and Lambert on a mini little 5-0 run here, got this lead down to 7.
They say you live by the 3 and die by the 3. Harrison, after those 3 straight possessions turnovers, have missed 2 threes on back-to-back possessions, so we will see if they get heated back up here soon.
And that looked like it went off Harrison and should stay with Lambert.
Substitution number 21, Mayla Willis.
And Willis will check back in for the Hoyas. She's got 7 points.
32 diving down, straight down the lane on that.
Edwards, a little miscommunication, but saves it in bounds. Inside, poked away. A little bit of frantic play there, and Summer Edwards is going to get a jump shot.
I'll tell you what, for the number of times they turned it over under pressure early, that was great just to maintain composure and get a calm jump shot out of that possession.
12 seconds to go here in the half. Vic handles up top. Now they'll get into their action. 5 on the clock. Vic's probably going to have to get a shot up. Steps through right hand, draws contact, and she'll head to the line.
That's the last thing Coach Fisher wanted to see going into the half, was to put him on the free throw line with the opportunity to take a 5-point game and make it 7 right before the half.
And we'll see if the senior Harper Vick can do that. Vick recently picked up an offer from Lenoir-Rhyne University, and she sinks that free throw with ease. Second free throw from the senior. Hits the rim but falls through. So 4 points for Vick, and that'll probably just take us to the close. So at the half here, Lambert trails Harrison 33-26 through our first 16 minutes of action here. We'll be back at the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic here on SUV TV for the second half, but we'll head to the studio for some halftime updates.
Introducing Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Motion Analysis, powered by Dartfish, giving parents and young athletes frame-by-frame feedback on how to minimize injury and maximize performance. Upload your videos, visit our clinic, or let our specialists come to you. No matter the sport you play, Children's helps young athletes take their game to the next level.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam Crenshaw reminding you about the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Tip-Off Classic. It comes your way December 21st through 23rd at Norcross High School. Here's what the coaches have to say.
When you put those two names in front of something, that it's going to be run first class. The level of competition is going to be very good. Crowds are going to be real good over here. So it's just really exciting for us to be in it and be able to play that first night in it right here. And so, and for me, an opportunity to come back and coach in this facility again is really special.
Welcome back. We are at the half of the Hawks-Naismith Classic and the SUV Game Day Line presented by CBA Sports Show. Hilton, Ryan, Lesniak, and Ryan at the half. It is Harrison 33-26 over Lambert. Your thoughts on that first half?
I think Harrison did a great job of applying pressure to Lambert in that first half, trapping them in the half court at first. Just straight man-to-man, then they were trapping and sending people and scrambling. Then they turned it into a little full court pressure, and Lambert didn't respond well at first, but kind of settled in as the half went on.
Summer Edwards leading the way for Lambert, although they're trailing. She has 9, Mayola Willis with 9, so they're the game high, and Vic Harper having 7. We talked about in the open about Lambert and their multiple defenses. What did you see from them defensively in that first half?
Well, they really stuck with that 2-3 until late. They went to a 1. If you notice, they went to a 1-1-3, and they were kind of scrambling and trapping the sidelines. When they started trapping the sidelines, you saw 3 straight turnovers from Harrison, and then you saw them force 2 3-point shots. They were open, but missed them because they had 3 or 4 bad possessions in a row. So when you have those 3 or 4 bad possessions in a row and you start jacking threes, sometimes it doesn't come out in your favor.
7-point game at the half. Harrison with a 33-26 lead. You're watching the Hawks-Naismith Classic and SUV TV's Game Day Live presented by CBA Sports. We'll take this quick break and be right back. It's the Hawks-Naismith Classic and SUV TV's Game Day Live presented by CBA Sports. Joe Hilsman alongside Ryan Lesniak. Ryan, it is 33-26 Harrison as we get ready for the second half. What adjustments do you see from Harrison and from Lambert?
Well, I think Harrison needs to keep applying pressure. I think that worked for him. Even though Lambert settled in, I think that's the way that Harrison's going to win this ball game is create some bad opportunities, bad possessions for Lambert. Lambert, they just got to stay calm. They got to switch up some defenses, I think, a little bit. And then Harrison, they had a few possessions where they were able to hit the middle of the zone and get the ball down low for some layups. I want to see Harrison get the ball inside and not rely solely on the 3 down the stretch.
All right, so there you have it right there. Ryan's got to get back in the booth. He's got to join Ned. The second half is coming up next right here. The Hawks-Naismith Classic and SUV TV's Game Day Live presented by CBA Sports.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast. Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My adults will be the best in 4 years.
Welcome back to the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic. It's halftime of our first game, and the Harrison Lady Hoyas lead the Lady Longhorns from Lambert 33-26, running back from the table to the booth. The coach, Ryan Lesniak. I'm Ned Case. Thanks for tuning in. And Ryan, we heard you talk about halftime. Seemed like both teams at different times kind of got frantic in their offensive possessions, but when they settled down, they were very much in control on the offensive end.
Yeah, all it takes is being calm. You know, if you're calm, you go back to your habits and what you've practiced. Good things tend to happen. And what I used to tell my girls is the law of percentages work out for you. If you're a good shooter, those good shots are going to eventually fall. And I think we'll see that from Lambert as they move forward. If they can just have some good quality possessions, the shots will fall. For Harrison, they hit a lot of shots early, a lot of threes early, which got them out to that big 12 or 13-point lead. The law of possessions works the other way, too. So we'll see, you know, if they got cold a little bit there towards the end of the half, and we'll see if they can pick it back up or if they've kind of settled in for the day and see what happens.
And right before we get the second half underway, we'll take a quick look at some stats. Of course, all our stats up here, unofficial, but we do our best. Looking at Harrison, the Lady Hoyas were led by Sarah Woghyren's 10 points, and she was matched by Audrey Jordan with 10 points as well. Jordan added 2 rebounds, and Mayola Wilson for the Lady Hoyas also high score with 7 points. Looking at the Longhorns, Sydney Chasen and Jalea Green with 8 points each. Green added 7 rebounds there. And the point guard, Summer Edwards, who seemed to handle most ball responsibilities in that first half, had 7 points for the Longhorns, including a late jumper right before the half.
It'll be interesting to see if Lambert can use their size advantage in the second half. It seemed that they kind of got into that groove at the end of the second quarter, so we'll see if they can rely on that as we move forward. You see both their bigs, 32 and 52, are both in the game right now, Green and Chasen.
Defensively, we saw Lambert in his zone most of that first half, and we saw Harrison take control of this game by showing some press. So we'll see what these teams do defensively. Lambert stays in their zone. We'll see if they're aggressive trapping those wings. Harper Vick for 3 early in this second half, and she hits. That's going to give Harper Vick 8 points here on the afternoon. Lambert, mid-range shot, no good. Rebound to Harrison, and they're head out in transition quick. On the other end, Willis, no good. Rebound pulled down by Aletta. Edwards pushing transition ahead to Chasen. Chasen tried to get it over to Green, but knocked away.
Lambert missed that wide open shot on the first possession. They've kind of settled in on the second possession, looking to run some offense. We'll see what they do here.
Nice drive out to Edwards. Now she handles, coming off a pick from Green. Very patient here out of this Lambert offense. Get it inside to Green, now to Edwards. 3 off the front rim, but Edwards grabs her own long rebound. Poked away, but staying with the Longhorns.
They were trying to get the ball inside to Chase, and there was nothing going. They end up hitting Green at the high post, and wisely she kicked it out to Edwards for a shot. And Edwards, doing what all coaches love players to do, get that offensive rebound and get the ball back.
Inside to Green. Green, nice move to the right hand, but they're going to get her for a travel. She's laughing about it, knows she probably got away with steps there and got caught.
You know, it's sad to say, Ned, in the guys' game, they're not going to call that. In the girls' game, they call that a travel nearly every time, and it's really a shame because that was a great move.
Very nice move, set up her defender well and finished. Ball in the corner for Jordan. 3, rims out. Rebound pulled down by Chasen.
I love Green's discipline as she approached that shot in the corner with her hands high. Didn't make contact.
And we're going to have a foul called on Harrison down low. And Lambert this year playing without one of their stars in M.E. Craven, an all-state player. Tore ACL in the preseason this year, so it's a Lambert team that's still kind of trying to figure their way without one of their stars.
Yeah, it's always a shame to lose a kid to an injury, but as we can see, Lambert has bounced back and has kind of found some scoring threats within what they already had.
And they get it in up top, inside to Chasen. And Chasen, nice positioning inside. Good help there by Harrison to knock that ball away.
It's a great high
and
look.
Vic put it a little bit too far out in front of Willis.
That was a great high look between Green and Chasen. We'll see if they go back to that at some point. Just a few inches away from that being an easy bucket for Chasen there.
Green 6'1" and Chasen 6'2". Do a nice job of working in that post together. Nice pick and roll, but again, active hands by Harrison creates a turnover. Looking to push some transition.
Harrison's doing a good job getting into help side against that side pick and roll.
Jordan pulls this one down. In the corner, Willis 3, no good. Rebound. They're going to get a foul somewhere.
I don't know about you, but I want to see more of Woghiren getting the ball in the paint and getting to the rim.
Yeah, that's where she found her success in the first half. You know, like we said, got to the free throw line. You were impressed with her ability to finish through contact and earn some three-point play opportunities. Pull up mid-range. Aledia with nice, calm free throw pull-up there.
Harrison seemed a little out of sorts as they were setting up the press that time. Didn't exactly know what they were going to be in, and it led to an easy bucket for Lambert.
And they're going to get a block called as Willis drove baseline. Under 5 to go here in our third quarter. 8-point lead for Harrison. They led after the first and at the half. Inside, Jordan goes into the big trees of Lambert. And ball pops out to Woghiren. She hits mid-range.
Maybe not around the basket, but she knocked down the 15-footer. And Coach Linehan called a timeout to, I think, settle his troops down and talk about what they want to do defensively coming out of this timeout.
Kenneth Nugent, PC Attorneys at Law. One call, that's all. Visit attorneykennugent.com. So, 9-point game here. Harrison leads 37-28.
Looks like they're matching up, looking to go man-to-man on this full court. Going to scramble and trap a little bit probably. Now they've sent a couple back. Now they are not going to press. Interesting.
So I don't know if that was indecision or confusion or just a little diversion.
A little gamesmanship.
And they go inside to Chasen and turn it over.
They got to get a little more air on that high-low pass, especially when you're making it from the top. There is no defender on the backside, so you can give it a little more air. The post player can be a little more patient, let it come down to her, catch and finish.
So Lambert in their 2-3 zone, trapping in the corners here. And second time in a row, we've seen a Harrison player throw it off the leg of a Lambert defender in the trap.
We only saw Lambert trap in the corner once last half. A lot of their traps were on the sideline, up the line a little bit. Part of that was good ball movement by Harrison, not letting the ball get to the corner. They need to make sure they keep it out of the corner right now.
Bounce pass to Jordan, drives baseline. Green with a nice steal. But Jordan gets in there, creates a jump ball. Going to Lambert. Kristen Kanak checks in.
You send a 6'1" Green to go trap that corner, and you got a shorter player trying to pass out of it over the top of it. Typically turns into something like that, a little turnover action. Like you said, great job of her tying it up and getting the jump ball.
So Lambert settles in their offense, playing against this Harrison man-to-man defense. Up top, Edwards wide open for 3. Front rim doesn't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Lambert, and they'll have a second opportunity.
Good ball movement by Lambert here on this possession.
Coming off the screen, back to Chasen, and big block there by Willis. Chasen brought that ball down to her shoulder and allowed the block opportunity.
I like to see the Lambert guards when they're coming off that side pick and roll not to just throw the pass to the post automatically. I like to see them attack or shoot a jumper or look for somebody else.
And did Harrison tip that one? They did. He indicated tip, and then he pointed towards Harrison, so it'll be Harrison ball.
Point of substitution number 11, Meredith Ward.
I'm not going to make any comments on the officiating. As I am still involved in athletics, and
Yes.
I'd like for us to keep getting some good ones.
Ryan, the athletic director over at Peachtree Ridge High School in Gwinnett. We'll see a pair of Gwinnett schools in our next game as the Buford Lady Wolves will take on the Lady Eagles from Collins Hill. Well, we've got 3.5 to go in the third quarter of this one, and then a whole fourth quarter here at the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic. Good ball movement by Harrison. Willis gets into the middle. Nice handoff and finish. Great ball movement there by Harrison.
A great dump off there. It looks like Mayola Willis came up holding her hand a little bit, so we'll have to watch that as it goes.
And quickly on the other end, Chasen puts in a layup. Give her 10 points on the afternoon.
You see Mayola Willis with her right hand. Looks like it's tweaked a little bit. We'll see what happens.
Willis with 7 points and a couple assists in this game. Nice skip pass. Vic's 3, no good. Rebound. And finish Woghiren again.
Woghiren's not your typical post player, being 5'7", but she's down there scrapping and getting everything around the rim.
Extends the lead back to 12 for Harrison. Knack ball fake, tries to go inside. Nice handle there. Cut, chasing, left hand, no good. Rebound, Knack, no good. Gets her own rebound again. And it's going to be turned over, and Harrison's going to come up with it. Up top, Jordan, ball fake, left hand, poked away. It's going to stay with Harrison. Looked like she wanted a foul there, but Harrison will retain possession.
Coach Fisher was asking for a traveling violation. Looks like she had a pretty darn good case for it. Once again, no comments on the officiating.
Just looked like Jordan bobbled that ball a little bit and turned a little funky, but Harrison does keep possession. Skip pass across. Now skip pass up top, a lob.
Now you notice I called Woghiren a post earlier. I know she's listed as a guard, but she's playing the middle of this zone offense.
Deep three, Willis, good.
And that may be why she's playing the middle. She's able to distribute the ball when she catches the ball at that high post area. It's a good move by Coach Lenahan to put somebody that can distribute in the middle of the zone offense.
Edwards for three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lambert. But stepping on the end line was it Ansley Dean.
Harrison's got it back up to 15. I know they've hit 2 or 3 three-pointers this quarter, which has helped them extend that lead.
So Harper Vick will grab a breather, and Easton King will check in.
The one and only Sam Crenshaw is with us today.
One of the many beauties we'll see here throughout the day.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Lambert aggressive in their zone right now. Get it into the post. King skips it all the way across. Very patient here for Harrison.
Now they're up 15 facing zone defense. They really don't need to do much.
And we're under a minute, so I don't know if they're playing for one. Definitely wearing out this Lambert defense. Inside. Block. Drawing the contact once again. You can guess who. Woghiren.
Well, we have not seen any man-to-man defense out of Lambert today. Moving into the fourth quarter, they're going to have to do something to create ball movement and turnovers and pressure and a little confusion for Harrison. So we will see what Coach Fisher draws up at the quarter change.
So Woghiren to the line, gets that to go. Her 5th point from the charity stripe. 34 seconds to go. They're going to get Edwards and Chase in a little break here for the fourth quarter. Second is up and good. So Woghiren continues her big night. Lambert trying to break this press and hold for one shot. And they are going to break the press. 25 on the clock, going a little bit too fast for their own good, and they're going to turn it over. And when you take your seniors, Chasen and Edwards out, things get a little chaotic there. So Harrison bouncing back nicely from a loss to the aforementioned Collins Hill in their last game. Still another quarter to go, but they've been very much in control here. 6 on the clock. See if they notice the time and situation. Step through layup, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lambert, but that will take us to our fourth and final quarter, and with the Harrison Lady Hoyas leading the Lady Longhorns from Lambert 47-30.
I showed him a picture here. He's like, yeah, I recognize him.
I don't think he did.
Stat Row showcases youth sports highlights and gives a portion of its revenue back to teams. Visit statrow.com today to learn how your team can partner with Stat Row. So we're back here for our fourth quarter of our first game of the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic alongside Ryan Lesniak. I'm Ned Case. Thanks for tuning in here on SUV TV. And a little confusion here from the officials.
It looks like Harrison wanted to have a different player in the game. Coach Lenahan was charged with a 30-second timeout. Coach Fisher said she didn't need the 30-second timeout, and we're just going to play on here.
So that's how we'll start our fourth quarter. Harrison leading by 17, been in control most of the game. Lambert made a little run at the end of the second quarter, but couldn't get closer than about 8 or 9. And again, Harrison staying patient here. Nice look inside. Woghiren gets it to go. Give her 20 points so far on the night.
Great little high-low action. I was really expecting Lambert to come out and switch up defenses a little bit. Harrison's kind of got it dialed in right now, breaking that little 2-3 zone.
Aledia now to Green. Green, nice spin move and draw contact. She'll head to the line.
Great help side positioning by Harrison, but instead of going for that block, all the defender had to do was just set up and take a charge. And that, Green with that spin move would have ran right into the middle of her chest and knocked her to the floor, and she would have got the call. It's easy for me to say that up here.
So Green gets that free throw to fall.
That's the role of a coach, though, right, Ned?
Absolutely. You can always tell them what to do, but they're the ones in the game, in the moment, in the fast pace. And Green, second free throw won't fall. Rebound pulled down by King. And Summer Edwards forces a turnover. Uh-oh. I think that went off Edwards. No, it didn't.
Edwards had that ball, knew her momentum was taking her out of bounds, and threw it off the Harrison player. Great heads-up play to get extra possession out of this.
Look inside. Edwards now on the wing. Trying to get it to Green on the inside. Backdoor cut. Her length allows Lambert to have a chance at that ball. Jump shot by Aletta, no good. King with her second rebound.
Referees are letting them play inside there. Looked like there was a lot of contact.
Audrey Jordan. And Harrison's going to be pretty patient here, although King tries to take a shot, blocked by Green. And official doing a little dance move there, and he's going to award it to Lambert.
I'm really impressed with Jalea Green on the defensive end. She seems to be very disciplined, approaching every shot with high hands and not really swatting at the ball, trying to get big blocks and fouls, but just being very disciplined on the defensive end.
Green with a relatively quiet night, but did have 21 points earlier this season against Grayson. Contact drawn by Pisanski. She'll head to the line. Pisanski's done a lot of the small things. Hasn't scored tonight, but a couple rebounds, a couple assists here and there. Just really kind of having a good floor game.
Yeah, you can tell she's a heads-up ball player. The backdoor cut there. And even as she caught the ball, she kind of leaned into the defender to draw the foul, trying to finish with the left hand. Easier said than done sometimes, but you can tell she's a heads-up player.
And gets her first free throw to fall for her first point of the night. Her second, no good. Rebound to Jordan. And she rips that one away ferociously. Six minutes to go here in our fourth and final quarter. Harrison.
Still no man-to-man defense. Harrison's just going to play a little four corners until something opens up for him.
Of course, no shot clock in high school basketball, so you can do this, force the defense to come play you, and almost a near turnover there for Lambert.
They're matching up now, Ned. You're going to see more traps and matchup right here.
So, and there's a turnover forced, but off the foot of Edwards. So Harrison, good ball movement, spreading the floor. Lambert chasing him around right now, but still in a 2-3 zone look, almost they've extended zone.
Yeah, they've extended it a little bit. It's tough. Like I said in the pregame, Coach Fisher does a great job switching up zone defenses. But when you get down 17 points and you have to go man-to-man, if the girls aren't used to doing it, it's hard to turn that switch on.
And layup by Jordan goes and draws the contact. She'll head to the line for the chance at a three-point play.
Now it's on number 32, Julia Green.
12 points for Jordan so far. Scored 1,000 points in her career at Harrison. All-state member, and the southpaw gets her free throw to go.
Interesting to see a full court press up 20 with 5 minutes to go in the game, but to each his own.
And skipping it across. Lambert does break it. Nice ball movement, chasing up top. Aledia wide open. Three, no good. Rebound to Jordan. She tried to throw it off the Lambert defender, in between the legs.
Yeah, Jordan caught that rebound, and she was dribbling to keep the possession alive, make sure she didn't get called for a traveling violation. Tried to throw it off a Longhorn defender, threw her leg
right between the legs.
Bounds. It's a tough turnover to accept right there.
But Jordan gets it right back. She didn't accept that turnover. Now Willis with it. Well, Willis with 10 points.
Now we got man-to-man.
On the game, chance for 12. Her layup won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Lambert.
Looked like Harrison was running a stock motion there with a little dribble handoff look against the man-to-man. Side pick and roll.
3 for Edwards off the front rim and pulled in by Willis on the rebound. Woghiren, patient.
Very disciplined there out of Woghiren.
Nice look to Vic. Vic, nice ball fake, drew the contact. She'll head to the free throw line. Nice use of the ball fake there.
Shot fakes, head fakes, and ball fakes in the high school game. Just not used as much as they should be.
And Lambert's going to use a timeout, and we'll take a timeout with them here in the fourth quarter. Just under 4 minutes to go. Lady Hoyas leading by 20.
The SUV's broadcast of the Hawks-Naismith Classic is brought to you by Serious Sports Medicine for Serious Athletes, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine, Kenneth S. Nugent PC, Attorneys at Law, CBA Sports, Sports Construction Specialists, StatRow, Youth Sports Highlights Whenever, Wherever, and the Atlanta Tip-Off Club.
I just love being a leader.
Because I like to punish people.
I think the big thing is just taking the right shot.
Just to embarrass people.
I'm a beast. Do my thing whenever I'm putting on someone's neck.
My dogs will be the best in 4 years.
And we're back here at the inaugural Hawks-Naismith Holiday Classic here at Norcross High School. Thanks for tuning in to us here on SUV TV alongside Coach Ryan Lesniak. I'm Ned Case. And we've had a game that hasn't been too close. There was a little bit of a run by Lambert at the end of that first half, but Harrison's been in control most of the evening.
Yeah, Lambert had it cut down to 5 before that foul with 1.7 seconds left, and you know, those 2 free throws and then a big 3 straight out of the half for Harrison, bumping it right back up to 10 was kind of pivotal. Those 2 possessions right there, that 5-point swing, kind of marked the momentum for the second half.
The senior Harper Vick at the free throw line. Her first is good. That's her 8th point on the evening.
I think the next game's going to be a little fast.